Good evening. Welcome to PM with Kim. Glad you made it back. Hope your day was wonderful. Here we are again for some evening inspiration. I hope you were able to catch out the morning motivation. If you didn't, go back. It was a good one. I don't think you want to miss that one. But if you're here for the first time, welcome. I hope that something I share here will help you out, that you'll glean something from it and apply it to your life. So, here we go. I don't have any captions and all of that. I just want to talk about speaking affirmatively in your life and watching what you say after that I am. We can manifest some things by the things that we say. I want to borrow a little bit from that quote where it talks about guard your thoughts, because your thoughts become your words and then your words become your actions. I just want to kind of stop right there with your words. Your thoughts do become your words. And what we're thinking manifests in what we say. And then what we say ultimately brings about what happens to us. So if you are always speaking pessimistically, you are not affirming yourself and you are not being positive with the things you say after I am, those are the things you're putting out into this universe, and you're creating that, you're manifesting that. So what we speak becomes. So I need you to watch that I am. I hear people say, oh, I am broke. I'm not broke. I'm fiscally challenged. So I need you to watch that I am. You might not have a whole lot, but it's what you say. It's how you say it that makes the difference. So you have got to be careful with how you attach, what you attach to that I am, as it relates to yourself. And you have to learn to speak positively over yourself. I hear people saying, I have to catch myself sometimes, I'll do something like, oh, stupid, that was dumb. No, it's not. Like, don't say that, because you begin to believe what you say. First of all, you're believing it in your head already before you even say it. But if you keep saying it, that is what you're going to believe. So you have to speak affirmatively. I am prosperous. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am wonderful. I had a principal that I used to work for. He used to say, fake it till you make it. This time I might want to say, fake it till you make it. Keep telling yourself these things until you believe it. And you might have to say it over and over and over and over again. But you've got to speak affirmatively over your life. And please be careful with that I am. Because everything you put after that I am, if it is negative, you are drawing it back to yourself. That you're drawing that energy back to you. So please be mindful. And so for those of you who speak quickly, I think it's James 1:9, be slow to speak. Don't always just spew it out. Think about what you're going to say before you say it, and make sure what you're saying, you have intention behind it, and that is positive intentions behind it, because we could speak so much ill over ourselves and towards people that we block our blessings. We block the things that are meant for us because we don't even believe it. And then we're speaking it negatively, and that's what we're expecting. So if you're saying it, you're expecting it. So you need to be very, very careful about what you attach to that I am, because you're putting it into the universe. You're manifesting all of that negative energy. And I need you to be the glass half full instead of the glass half empty as it relates to your words. Say it. Speak kindly to yourself, because we're our worst critics. We are the most difficult on ourselves. Like, we just don't give ourselves grace. We give grace to a lot of people. We extend grace and we give people chances, and we, probably where they don't even, you shouldn't be. You should be giving yourself that kind of grace, but we don't speak lovingly to ourselves because we allow our minds to play tricks on us. We allow people to get into our heads and make us think otherwise. And guess what? People will say certain things, and you get it, you hear it, and then it gets into your spirit, and then you start to believe it, and then you start to speak that. No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Put that under your foot, because that if we keep in that cycle, that's what we're going to continue to get. That's what we're going to continue to walk into. So start before you even get up out of the bed in the morning, before your feet hit the floor. First of all, say thank you, Lord, because you made it through the night. But you know what? I am great. I am going to have a beautiful day. I am excited about my future. I am whatever that positive thing. Attach some good stuff to that I am. And be expectant. And you can only be expectant of those good things if you're thinking it and speaking it. So you have got to be intentional. Be intentional. And it's going to take time, especially if you're one of these people who have always been, ho hum. You have got to learn. First, you have to unlearn some of the other stuff that you've been thinking and speaking. And then just shift it and change what you're saying. Change what you're saying and change what you're thinking. You are better than what you think you are. You are amazing. You are successful. You are brilliant. You are beautiful. You are handsome. And speak it. Before you get out of that bed in the morning, speak at least 3 positive, affirmative statements before your feet hit that floor. And then remind yourself all day long. And I even venture to say, get in front of the mirror and start speaking affirmatively to yourself. Put some Post-it notes up with affirmations all around so that you are infusing that into your life and into your world. It becomes your way of life. We have to train ourselves. And a lot of times we have to unlearn some of those negative things that have been imposed upon us from other people that we've learned by watching and just by our experiences. So get you some Post-it notes, write you some positive affirmations, stick them all around. Get up in the morning before your feet hit that floor and speak 3 positive I am statements over yourself. When you start to think negatively, speak. Don't just think it. Speak it out loud, the positive things, to reaffirm to yourself that you're all right. I'm good. And then walk in it and keep practicing it every single day until it gets all down into your spirit. And that is your way of life. For some people, it's going to be easy. For other people, it's going to be a little more difficult because you have been in that mindset of negativity. I mean, if I'm being honest, that's what it is. And so you have to speak life. Speak life, and it starts with you. You got to speak it over yourself first. And then you can walk in it and start speaking it over everybody else. But if you don't, you're going to keep getting those same results because you're not changing the way you think. You're not changing the way you speak. And then ultimately, the stuff that you do are going to align with the way you're thinking and speaking. So you have got to be gentle with your mind and your heart and your spirit. And you have got to be careful who you allow to speak over your life and what you allow to get into your head and into your heart of what people say. Because people have ulterior motives. They're going to say things because they want to get in your head and they want to get you off track and they want to keep you down. Misery loves company. Be careful of the company that you keep. Because if they're always negative and they're always ho-hum, I need you to, love them from a distance. But you don't need to take on that energy because you're going to start thinking and speaking the same way. My mother used to say, and I'm always getting, for y'all don't know, I lost my mother in December, and I'm always talking about her. So if you hear me talking about my mother, it's because she has had such a profound impact on my life. And so I'm going to always talk about her. But she used to say, association brings on assimilation. People you associate with, you end up taking on their traits. You end up taking on their characteristics. You at some point start talking like them. You start acting like them. And so think about who you're with and you're spending your time with and you're, associating with, because eventually you start speaking like them and doing like them. And so I would circle it back around to, those influences, those people, they're going to influence the way you think and the way you speak. So guard your hearts, guard your mind, guard your words, be slow to speak. And when you speak beautifully over yourself. Give yourself grace. You're not going to get it right all the time. You're not going to be perfect. We're not perfect, but give yourself grace. Positive love talk. Talk to yourself in a loving manner. so that other people can talk to you in the same manner and receive what you give. So if you're always nasty and you just whatever, that's what you're going to get back. Don't expect what you don't give. So positive affirmations over your life every day. Make it a habit so that you can see a shift happen. And I'm telling you, the more positive you are, the more positive you manifest, the more it attracts to you. So attract the good stuff, y'all. Attract the good stuff. Speak the good stuff. Give yourself grace. Love on yourself and speak life over yourself and everybody that you come into contact with. So that's my evening inspiration, y'all. I hope something resonated with you. I hope you take this and you really run with it. And that you really, practice speaking affirmatively and watch it. Watch. Guard with all your might those things that you say after that I am. Because whatever it is you say, it is so. All right, y'all. That's all I have for you this evening. I pray that you will have a beautiful evening. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he turn his face toward you and give you peace. I pray that your evening is richly blessed. The rest of your evening is richly blessed. And that your sleep is sweet. And that the hand of God rests upon you all night. And that those angels encamp all around you and protect you so that you can awaken tomorrow refreshed and renewed and ready to hook up with me in the AM for some morning motivation. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings from my heart to yours. Good night.